There is no fiction by Neville Goddard. Narrated by Anderson Lincoln. Fiction as defined as an imaginary construction which is unreal, as opposed to truth or reality. But what is real and what is imaginary, when, in a spiritual sense, all existing things are imaginary? Mark tells the parable of a fig tree, which, having been cursed, was found withered to its roots. Calling attention to this fact, awakened imagination said, "Have faith in God. Truly I say this to you. Whoever says to this mountain, 'Be taken up and cast into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart that what he has said will come to pass, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, whatever you desire, when you pray, believe you have received it, and you will." Mark 11. Now when you pray, you must immerse yourself in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, for the word pray means motion towards, accession to, or at the vicinity of. Point yourself towards the wish fulfilled and accept that invisible state as reality. Then go your way knowing the desire is now yours. You did it, and you will not be surprised when it comes to pass. When you first practice this technique, you will be surprised when it happens. But when you learn how to completely accept the state assumed, you will know you do not have to do a thing to make it come to pass, as the assumption contains its own plan of fulfillment. You will know that this world is imaginal, and that of an assumption, with no external object to support its truth, will harden into fact when its truth is persisted in. If an imaginal act produces an external fact to support it, then is not this world essentially imagined? If you dare to assume what your reason and senses deny and walked faithful to your assumption, believing in its reality and its corresponding effect is produced, can this seemingly solid, real world be anything other than imaginal? Everything is imagined, for you are God, all imagination. God exists in you and you in Him. The world is all that you have imagined it to be, even though you cannot remember when or how you brought it into being. You cannot feed the mind violence and not expect violence in the world, although the networks will deny this. A friend at NBC TV told me that when it was official that Kennedy was dead, he received an order from New York that for the next 4 days no violent films were to be shown. He said pandemonium took place in the studio as they went through their files trying to find enough non-violent film to cover 4 days. Lucky for them, most of the time will be taken up with the giant coverage of the funeral in New York City. One gentleman recently interviewed on television said that Senator Kennedy was always talking about being assassinated, that when the shots rang out, he instantly knew that Kennedy was dead. You cannot entertain thoughts of being assassinated without experiencing them. Who knows who, unseen by mortal eyes, was treading in the winepress, influencing that young boy's mind. Do not allow anyone to act as an intermediary between you and your God, for He is within you. God is never so far off as even...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?